So, check at that, eh? Looks like
There we go.
lekker. Is that Natasha?
That's me.
Sweet.
Must I unmute myself or mute myself?
Whatever you want. So it looks like gold is on the move. Eh? My hedge is fully in place and we are making cash, which is sweet. Don't think I can remove my hedge because of the news on Friday, but looks like the news for the US dollar is going to be power. Nicely manipulated United States. Go Powell. And they'll just hoy in another couple of $1 trillion and boost their economy and mess up the world as they usually do. So hopefully US dollar will fly and I'll be able to remove my hedge. So if you want to ask questions here, you need to have watched and gone through my Learn to Read a Forex Chart course. This is not going to be teaching you how to read a Forex chart. That's not what this call is about. This call is about helping you to make money, not blow your account, and just remain profitable in a conservative fashion. I mean, I don't take risks and I'm making good cash. I think I do sum it up to a little bit of experience. I mean, I have been doing this for 8 years, but I have really dumbed it down for everybody so that you can. So it's like really Forex for dummies. Let's ask Natasha, because Natasha doesn't know diddly shit about.
You're right.
About Forex. She's never traded in her life. She's actually computer phobic. So I don't know. How are you doing?
I think we're doing all right. If I hadn't.
You're lucky. You nearly blew your account because you didn't pause your gold. You didn't pause your gold.
Yeah.
Okay, you actually really need to focus and you need to concentrate on what's happening on the Telegram group. If you can't focus on the chit-chat group, then I get it. I understand. It is sometimes a bother and an intrusion in your life. Like, who wants to be on another group? Like, totally get it. But if you want to make big money, then you have to make some sort of sacrifices. I watched that video this morning. I don't know if you guys watched it. It was Flippin' Power. There's this chick. Hold on a second. Let me mute my microphone so I can scream to my wife and ask her who that chick is. So her name is Lisa Nichols. Yes, her story is so powerful, man. It's like, so the crux of the matter is, the crux of her story is, how much are you prepared to sacrifice to get what you want? Like, are you prepared to go through the pain to have tomorrow what other people won't have? Like, how strong is your dream? And how much pain are you prepared to go through to achieve that dream? I think it's one of the most powerful motivational speeches I've ever heard. And I think that's what makes me successful as opposed to other entrepreneurs. I'm prepared to go the distance. I'm prepared to sacrifice. I'm prepared to not have. I'm prepared to not go out. I'm prepared to not go for dinners. I'm prepared to not go jawling, not drink, not smoke, not buy magazines, not go out for coffee, like lose my friends. I'm prepared to be a loner. I'm prepared to be that lone nut on my own, sacrificing so that I can actually have, independence and freedom. I think where it comes from. So you don't know my story. None of you have actually known my story. So I lost everything. I lost fucking everything. Every cent I had. And I was wealthy. So I went from rags to riches, back to rags, and I did that about 5 or 6 times until I got into self-development and like finding out why I used to hit my ceiling. So I think everybody's got a thermometer. It's like a thermostat, actually. So your thermostat is, you get to like 100 degrees and you can't get to 101 degrees. and you don't know why you can't get to 101 degrees. Like, you just don't know. And you try and you try and you try and you try. And it's something in your past that is actually repelling you from getting to 101 degrees. So if you're blowing your accounts or you messing up your accounts, there is something in your past that is sabotaging your future. It's a self-belief. It's a self-worth belief system that you have picked up somewhere along the line from your parents, your grandparents, a teacher, a friend, somebody that had an influence in your life, or a trauma or a drama that you went through that is now affecting your future. And I highly recommend that you get on a path of, you're not broken. Self-development is not about you being broken. It's about you becoming a better you, so that you can actually, like, say to yourself, now, who do I want to be in 10 years' time? Who do you want to be in 10 years' time? Where do you want to be in 10 years' time? And what are you going to do to get there? You see, for me, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired of losing everything and being poor. Like, literally losing every dime. Like, I told Natasha the story. I remember losing everything and having to share a wrap with 2 children in Santon City, and like tears coming down my face. And the pain from being a multimillionaire, having a huge business, and was gone, evaporated. Within like 6 months, it was gone. So, you know, it's you know, if you're having a rough time and you keep on blowing your accounts, you need to take responsibility and say, it's not the bot, it's not the system, it's you. You're creating this drama in your life. And if you don't look within and you don't find what is actually going on and what's making you do these things, you're going to carry on repeating the cycle. And that's why I'm such a believer in manifestation, Joe Dispenza, this self-improvement. It's not self-help. Self-help is, I think sometimes has a negative connotation where, you know, you need help, like you're going to a psychologist, and maybe there's a psychologist on you. I'm a firm believer in psychology. You don't want to be like putting your drama onto your friends and your family. It's boring for them. So you need to actually vent to a professional. And these mentors, these billionaires, like, why would you want to reinvent the wheel yourself? It's created for you. They've gone through the pain. And you may need to go through 10 or 20 or 30 different people before you find someone that resonates with you. And like, you can then just like mirror image them. And if you mirror image them, I promise you, success will eventually find you. But if you go through all these guys, all these millionaires and these billionaires that are on the internet, especially the ones that I'm following and the ones that I'm posting, they all have one thing in common. They all meditate, they all journal, they all believe in manifestation, and they all create the life that they want to, and they all claim that they're the luckiest people on earth. So if all these billionaires are saying it, like, and for me, I'm like I don't know, I'm so alpha, and like, it's really hard for me to grasp that this shit actually really exists. Okay, but I think that video that I posted about Dr. Quantum, if you haven't watched it, it's in a Success Starts Here group. Just scroll up and go watch it. And it's about quantum physics and quantum mechanics. And you really have to like dig deep in yourself if you like don't believe in this hocus pocus, this wacky field that people are talking about. Go and watch that video, and it's scientific, it's proven, it's now a science fact. So I highly recommend that you like go there and start becoming a better person, solving these inner problems that you have, and then you can, you know, just be in a better space to make better decisions. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I know that some of you are into it and some of you aren't, but I think the ones that are progressing. I know that I was failing, and my life is like a 180-degree turn, like from zero to hero, making huge money, semi-retired at the coast, loving my life. I work when I want to. I do what I want. It's like freedom. It really is freedom. You know, I just bought my son a gaming PC, and like, I mean, you know, to lash out 30 grand on a computer for your son, you know, because he wanted it. And he, like, you know, that was his thing. So I could just buy him a PC, not like boasting to him, telling you, like, just showing you what is possible when you get it right. You know, a lot of you have joined this program to make money, so that you can give back, be better, help yourself. And I promise you, after helping yourself, there is nothing better than helping other people. They say the gift is in the giving. You only understand that when you actually start giving. Not, I think giving at church and at shul or at mosque or whatever is very different to tipping a person 30% or 50% or 100% of their bill as a waiter, and you can see like they're actually stunned and they think you've made a mistake on the bill, and they like just want to get out of your space as fast as possible, but you can see like something happened there. Okay, or you tip a guy, the guard, 20 rand or 30 rand. I mean, if you went to park at Sandton City, you'd pay 20 bucks in parking. So why moan when this guy's like trying to do a service? You know, give him 20 bucks and see how your life changes. The gift of giving. It's insane. And you can only do that when you stop blowing your accounts. Okay. So 14 minutes of ranting. Let me help you solve your problems. How can I help you? How can I serve? What do you need from me? Do you have any challenges? Why are you blowing your accounts, people? Why are you getting into hedges? What are your settings? These are my settings. So my bot's off because there's NFP, and these are my settings. So a lot of you were asking, let me just pause the share and I'm going to discuss with you how I worked out my calculator. Do that again. So if you've got questions, write them down and let's chat. Okay. Right. So my capital is 5,800. Okay. So let's work out a 10% DD. Let's work out a 20% DD. 30, 40%. That's like as high as I'm prepared to go. Not prepared to go more than that. Okay. So 10, 20, and 30. Okay. So equals that times that. So 10%, my drawdown is 5,800. Okay. That's, sorry, 580. That's what my drawdown is. Okay. So when my drawdown is 40%, then in dollar value, it's 2,200 and 2,320. Can you guys see this? Huh? No? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So here we go. Okay. So my lot size is, I don't know. Let's go check it out. My desktop, yes. 0.59. That's what it is. So put it in there, 0.59. Okay, so how am I getting my massive return on investments, right? So I now know that I'm only prepared to stomach 40%. At 40%, I want my robot to hedge. So at what level is that 40%? Well, let's check it out. Here it is. It's after level 10. So when level 10 opens, okay, my drawdown is 2,129. If it carries on spiking, when my drawdown gets to 2,320, that's 40% of my equity, my robot will hedge. I haven't seen a level 10. And in fact, on my robot, I don't have a level 10 open. I've got level 9. So it's really got a spike. So here's level 9, 1,043, okay, which is actually 20%. So my last trade is going to open at level 9. My drawdown is going to be 1,160, which is 20% of my account. If the currency, let me draw this up for you. So I've got a trade, I've got a trade, I've got a trade. That's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6, that's 7, that's 8. Right? That's 8. Those are 8 trades, right? So when the 9th trade opens, there's my 9th trade. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, and then the candle carries on going down. That's the red candle, right? Cool. Okay. So I'm only going to get 9 trades that open. So it's going to go down. My take profit is about there. It's just before either there or it's there. Do you confirm? Yes? This is gold we're talking about. So the chances of it, so it needs to really like go down quite a lot. Okay. And then usually it's gonna like dead cat bounce all the way up and hit my my take profit. That's why I'm only going up to level 9, which is, this is level 9, level 9. Here we go. Not very difficult to comprehend. Are you with me or are you confused? Do I talk too fast or do you understand? Come, guys, speak.
Oh, good, Alan.
So everybody understands.
Yes, thank you, Alan.
Yes.
Nobody doesn't understand. Is there anybody on here that doesn't understand?
Alan, just a quick question.
Yeah.
When you on that level 10, 11, and 12, when you put the 0 in there, so when it opens,
No
the
trade will
does not
open.
open any trades. Okay.
No trade
That's,
will open. So it's like
okay.
basically pausing the robot. So I paused the robot at level 9.
Okay, so it's simulating a pause.
Correct.
Pause
Simulating
function.
a pause.
Okay, thanks.
Okay? And I'm doubling my trades here. I'm not using a 1.8 exponential lot exponent. I'm using a ×2 lot exponent. So I'm doubling. Okay. And every day I'm changing my lot size. As my account goes up by about $80, I'm risking it. I'm increasing it by 0.01. So it goes up by $100, I'm increasing by 0.01. So my next trade size is 0.60. I'm almost there. So what are we on? I should actually do it. I'll do it Tuesday. So there I'm on 5,985. Okay. So on Tuesday, I'll make this 0.60. I think I already did. No.
This is at 40%, eh? 40% risk.
No, my risk is 40%. I'm not interested in going more than that, because you need to realize, okay, yeah, let me show you this. Okay, this is very important to note. You need to keep enough capital equity in your account to be able to trade and get out of your mess. So let's say, and it's going to happen, my robot hedges at 40%. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. 100% fact. It's going to hedge whenever it happens, but it will happen. I need to have enough equity here to be able to then trade to remove the hedge. So how do we
do that manually?
We'll get there. So let's say my robot hedges at 40%. So I've got 5,800. Right, that is my equity that is available. Okay, which means what? What does that mean in lot size? Right, so I'm using 0.01 lot size per $100. So my capital is $5,800. So I take $5,800 divided by 100 equals 58. Then I take 58 times 0.01 to get back to my lots. So 58 times 0.01 equals 0.58. That is my lot size.
Hi, Alan. Question,
Yes,
why are you
hold
still calculating? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Same thing.
I,
Yeah.
Okay. So the question is, depending on your settings for the bot, when the hedge opens up, what happens to the other trades that were there before the hedge?
They'll
I
remain.
know it depends on the setting. Okay. And then, so for those ones, what must we do? Must we only close them when we see that they're taking profits, or how do we go about?
You can go
trying
and watch
to
my
get to-
hedge videos. You can go and watch my hedge videos on how to remove your hedge. I'm not going to redo those videos now. But all those videos are in the Zoom section on the training website under section 4, under the Zoom call set, under the Zoom calls, and on my frequently asked questions section under EA hacks, I think it's called, or I think it's there, or learn to read a Forex chart. I think they're there under hedging. Go and watch that.
Okay.
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 Alan Shaw, yeah, how's it?
Are you?
Good. I just want to ask a question. If your robot is going to obviously pause on level 10, the way you explained it now, then why should it go into a hedge anyway? Because you're not reaching that $2,000.
If the carries on going south, then my EA will pause. My EA will hedge.
Protected.
Okay, understood. That's all I wanted to make sure on. And it needed to
Even though
then,
you've paused the robot or you've got no more trades coming in, if your equity, look here, it says here, hedge trades as a group at equity drop 40%. Whether there's trades here or no trades here, the instruction is at 40% hedge. That's the instruction.
Oh, okay.
Got it?
okay, will it open? Will it then will it then buy a hedge on level 10?
No, it will not. It will buy a hedge when my equity drops to 40%.
Okay.
If you wanted to hedge at level 10, then drop this menu down and say hedge trades as a group at level.
Okay.
And then put there hedge at level, whatever level you want. Drop it down and choose your level. I don't want it to hedge at level. I want it to hedge at 30%. I've worked this out on my equity. It's a different strategy. You guys, the default settings is to hedge at level 12. That's the default setting that you set it up as.
Correct.
Okay. So I've changed my settings. I don't want it to hedge at level 12 because the reason I've done this setting is because I'm trading outside of news. So outside of news, I haven't seen anything bigger than a level 9. So that's why I've increased my lot sizes accordingly. So I've worked it out. So my lot sizes are worked out that I'm going to use a 0.59. Okay. So it should be 0.34. That's what my lot size should start at, is 0.34.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So my lot size is going to start at 0.34. Okay. So if my robot hedges, okay, where were we? Over here. So let's say my robot hedges and I got a trade down here. Red, it's a green, it's a yellow trade. This is my hedge. Okay. Unfortunate. It carried on going down. Or maybe it went down here. Okay. Because I'm at level 9, so it had to be quite a serious drop. There's my hedge. It gets placed. Okay. I've now got $3,480 dollars available in my equity. This number here, you're gonna have to join again. We got 7 minutes left of this chat, so we'll continue with this chat once this we get cut off. Okay, so you're worrying about this number here, equity, not balance. Okay, equity. So when my hedge comes in at 40%, my equity is going to drop to 3,480. I'm then going to create a new preset in my robot, and I'm going to say 0.34 0.34, times it by 2, go down to 9, and I'm going to carry on trading. And then I'm going to use probably 100% of my 100% of my profit to get rid of that hedge, or at least get rid of 50% of the hedge as fast as possible. And then I'll leave some of the hedge for the next month, because I don't like going a month without making profit. I must make profit every month. So if I remove 50% of my hedge, I'll probably make 15% or 15% or 17%. It'll be half of what I made this month. So this month I made 27.7%. So 27.7 divided by 2 is 13.85. So I'll make 13.85% profit. Less the cost of the robot, so maybe I'll make 8% or 7%. At least I've made profit. 7%. Okay, in 1 month. Better than leaving my money in the bank. Yes? Hello. Hello. It's like talking to the abyss.
Sorry, I'm accidentally muted. Yeah,
You guys,
absolutely.
unmute your microphones. And when I ask a question, please respond. This is interactive. I need to know that you guys are grasping this. So are we together? Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys need to focus on this group here. Okay. This is the group you need to be focusing on if you are busy. If you have no life, okay, mute the sound of all these groups that you're on, mute the sound, and only allow the sound on this group here. When there's pings, you need to pick up your phone and you need to read it. This is your money. This is your life. This is your future. Or you must invest with Investec or Alan Gray. Or because you're going to lose money here. I'll be flat out honest with you. You've got to take this seriously. This is a serious robot. It's a serious tool that can either make you rich or make you poor. It all depends on you and how you handle the robot. If you focus and you follow exactly what I'm doing, then you'll make money. If you don't, and you do your own thing, then I can't help you. You can't go into the group and say, oh, my robot hedged. I don't know what to do because I forgot to pause the robot. That's why does that emergency become my emergency? Like if you were in my position, how would you feel? Is it right or is it wrong? Unmute your microphones.
You got to take ownership. You got to take ownership.
You got to take ownership, guys. This program is about empowering you, making you responsible and independent from anybody, that you can do this on your own. You don't have to rely on me. That's what this is about. That's why I keep on pointing you to the videos and say, watch the videos. I know it's painful. I know that's not what you want to hear. I get it. I know that you want me to hold your hand. I get it. I really do. I would want the same. Pay you a lot of money. The least you can do is take me through the program. I went and I made videos. I spent over 1,000 hours making videos for you guys. In reciprocation to you feeling bad, I can say, I feel insulted that you haven't gone through my website and watched the videos that I've spent over 1,000 hours making for you. How's that for a reciprocation? Oh, what happens after the hedge? If DD hits 50% and you do not have extra funds to fund your account, you're fucked. That's what happens. In plain English. You're fucked. Your robot is you can't do anything. You'll have to wait until you can fund your account. That's why you have got to be very careful with where you place your hedge so that you've got enough equity to be able to trade out of the drama that has happened. And I'm not saying that, sometimes it's you because you forgot to pause the robot, and sometimes it's the market. Like, as I said to you, my hedge is coming. It's coming. It's part of trading. You need to make peace with it. You need to make peace in yourself and say, and know that it's coming. It's coming. Okay. How am I going to manage it? Am I prepared? Do I have spare capital? If I do hit a 50%, okay, can I fund my account by 100% to restart my robot, to reduce this as fast as possible so that I can withdraw that 100%, keep it safe on FPS, and then carry on trading in a safe environment? This is all part of trading. It's all part of trading. You need to make peace with this. Okay? But this is looking fantastic. Let's check the chart.
Sorry, Alan.
Oh no, this is Kefla.
So on the FPS platform, you've got multiple accounts. How many would you suggest that we have so that in case we need
Just
to then fund this account?
One or two. Have two cent accounts. Yeah, one for your trading and the other one for spare cash. So what questions do you have? Why are you hedging? What are you doing wrong? From what I've said tonight, what do you think you are doing wrong?
Alan, Don here.
How's it, Don?
Good yourself, man. I haven't got a question. Yeah, good, man. I'm just gonna say something. When I started, I went into a couple of hedges, but lately and I must say with all your comments and following the news and commenting when to stop and how to read the news, I must say the last month or two, it's really a very stable for me bot that really make me a lot of money. So just a comment on that staying out of trading when there's news, it's helping them a lot.
Listen, I think everybody's maybe got to go through a hedge scenario to actually catch a wake up and say, fuck, this is real. He's not joking. He's not lying. You know, I think when you go through a hedge and you see a hedge of $378, you think to yourself, oh, that's really painful. This is going to take me a while to get out of. What a waste of time. What a waste of time and energy and effort and pain that I have to go through because I didn't focus. Natasha, you said you lost money. How did you lose money and how much did you lose?
And I think it was about 900 and something cents.
$9.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. I think I caught it quickly.
Are you lucky?
Yeah, I think I was lucky. Yeah, I was lucky. I think it was the end of that day one, and then I realized I was like, oh shit. It wasn't a train smash.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was a lesson learned.
Yeah, there is absolutely one sec. There is absolutely no reason to lose money in Forex. Losing money in Forex is a choice. It's not a fault of the robot. Robots work. I proved it. Over years, I've proved it. I'm still standing. I've still got cash, big cash in my account. And like, it works. You just got to this is why I said, start on 0.01. So even if you, okay, here's the scenario that I give most of you and most of you have forgotten. Okay. So if you bought a property today and you're new in the market, you've never bought property before, what are the chances of you being cash flow positive?
0.
Thank you. And you'll be cash flow negative for how long? First property.
At least 5 years.
At least
5 years.
Okay, so every year you're going to take money out of your back pocket and you're going to give to the bank. You're going to feed your bond until you're cash flow positive. Okay? Grant Cardone thinks it's the stupidest idea he's ever heard of. He said, what a stupid idea to own your own home. This has been my problem for the last 10 years. Like, why would I take 250,000 Rand, or now it's half a bar plus the transfer, 750K, and put it into a bond? Why would I do that when I can make 37% a month, 27% a month? Putting that money, 750 grand, into your house, okay, it is a total loss. You think you're making money. You think that your property is an asset. It's not. The bank owns it. You own shit. You own nothing. On a different note, okay. So with the Forex program, okay, you complain that you're not covering the cost of the robot sometimes. Wouldn't it be a good idea to be conservative, protect your capital, learn the system, understand how the robot works? So maybe it takes 2-3 months. So out of the 2-3 months, you haven't totally lost $147 because you're making profit. You're scaling it up. So this month was maybe $40 profit. So you lost $100. Next month you made $60. So you lost $80. Next month you make $80. So you lose like $60 or $50. So maybe it takes you 4 or 5 months to break even or get to zero loss. So you've lost 4 months of $147. But you now understand this. You've become independent. You're now consciously competent. Okay. And you you're rather unconsciously competent, and you just like doing this automatically, and it's like a piece of cake for you. Like, wouldn't that be a good idea?
Great idea.
100%.
Okay. So stop blowing your accounts. Stop racing the robot. If you're inexperienced and you're a newbie, stop racing the robot. Don't race the robot. You'll make money with me. I promise you. Like, if you've been here for more than 4 months and you're not making profit, then we need to help you because you're doing something wrong. Is there anybody on this call that has been here for 4 months and not making profit yet, covering the cost of the robot, and at least making more than 3%? Okay, 5%. If you're not making more than 5% after the cost of the robot and you've been here for 4 months, we need to have a chat. Speak. I'm here to help. Don't be embarrassed. I'm here to help you.
Hello, Alan.
Yes, sir.
It's Reno speaking.
Reno?
I got a 3K account.
Yes.
And my target is $20.50 a day.
Okay.
If I can make $20.50 a day, I can pay off, and I got 20 trading days. I pay off my robot. I work out on $160 a month for a robot.
Mm-hmm.
And over a year, I double my money.
And what are you making currently?
I'm gonna have. Yes, I'm making my $20.50.
How long you been with me?
And okay, the Audrey's robot. I'm with you about from June this year.
6 months.
My robot, I started now September.
Okay, so you've been with me 6 months, and now how long did it take you to get profitable?
The main thing is I self-sabotage myself. As soon as I'm making money,
yeah,
I'm putting manual trades in, and then I sabotage.
Can I make a suggestion?
I'm getting. Yes, please.
Okay, so it's very nice that you want to learn how to trade. It's a fantastic skill to learn, like how to trade and learn how to get your emotions under control. Do it in a separate account. So what you can do is that you can on MT4 you can load different accounts. You don't have to only have one account. So on your computer you can put MT4, and you can put MT4 on your computer. The slippage is quite large. It'll be about 1600 milliseconds, which is like 1.6 seconds, maybe 2 seconds for a trade to execute, which is large. If you're trading during news and you need that trade to execute very quickly, you'll lose some pips there. Okay, but open a second account and trade manually on that account, and put in a couple of $100 and trade on 0.01, and do that for 3 months. 0.01 for 3 months. Okay. It's not about making money. It's about getting the skill. So Natasha, when you were doing training and doing chiropractor, did they give you a dummy to work on, or did they give you a human?
A human.
From the beginning.
We come out broken. You come out broken, I promise you.
So you come out broken. So theoretically, they should actually give you a dummy.
A dummy, yeah,
Okay,
but
cool.
you practice on each other and you come out broken.
Yeah, you come out broken. Okay, cool. Just trying to understand. Okay, so that's what. So right now, I would open up a another account and trade on a separate account. Don't trade manually, okay, on your robot account, because guys, you're going to chow into your capital. You're going to chow into your capital and you're going to lower your equity. And when your equity lowers because you're trading with the robot, okay, and the next trade opens, you're going to have zero equity available. So you need to have enough equity available for you to restart the robot to get out of your hedge. And again, the hedge is going to happen. It's inevitable. It's part of trading. Get used to it. Okay, if we all won 100% of the time, we'd all be trillionaires. It doesn't exist. We need to manage our emotions and our expectations, and you need to dial it down. Dial it down. Lower the expectations. And know that the shit is coming, the drama's coming. You're going to have to manage it.
Thank you very much, Alan.
So there's no way you can avoid a hedge.
No way. It's not going to happen. You're going to get a hedge. Get ready for it. Manage your emotions. Manage your spreadsheet, okay, properly, so that you are able to manage the hedge. If you over leverage, okay, and you're going to hedge at, let's say your hedge kicks in at 60%. I don't even think your hedge will open. So if it's going fast and it misses the target line, by the time the hedge is placed, okay, your equity's dropped and you don't have enough equity to open the hedge. Then you're done. This is what you guys don't seem to understand, okay, is that the hedge will only open if you have enough available capital in your account. If you don't have enough equity in your account, the hedge cannot open. They're not going to give you the money. You've got to either fund your account or you're going to bomb. You're going to blow. That's why mine is set to 40% and not 50% and not 55% or not 60%. I've left enough room for me to be able to trade out of it because it's coming.
So basically, you cannot hedge if you're on 60% drawdown.
Probably not, because your hedge is huge. So you need to remember that your hedge is all these lot sizes added up. So it's at the bottom here. Your hedge is 301 lots. You won't have enough equity to open the hedge. You're done. You're done. Cancel Christmas. Okay, Christmas this year cancelled. We had it 2 years ago. We were on holiday. We had such an amazing year. Okay, everybody was making cash, hand over fist. We were up about 400%, 500%, 600% for the year, each of us. Okay, the yen crashed. They manipulated the currency. You can Google it. It's called the yen flash crash 2019. Okay, where they manipulated it and they blamed it on Apple results and some shit, and they manipulated the yen. Apple is in China, guys. It's not in Japan. And the Chinese currency is called CNY, not JPY. Okay, and then the public bought it like COVID, like the sheeple of the world. It's like ridiculous. It's retarded. Okay, what they actually thought, and they got away with it. because we don't question. We just, oh yeah, no, that's right. That's what happened. Okay. It's ridiculous. I don't want to get into my conspiracy conversations. Almost did. Okay, so let's save the spreadsheet. So you need to be vigilant with your lot sizes. If you're going to race your robot, you're going to lose. This is not about getting rich quick. This is about getting rich for sure, with a strategy, with a formula, with a system, with a mentor, with the right tool and the right group and like-minded individuals. And if you follow it, you will get rich.
For a low-risk investment strategy, should we stay at 10% on the gold EA as the maximum?
Who's speaking?
Cyrus, yeah.
How's it, Cyrus?
Cyrus.
Nice to meet you
Good,
again.
and you?
Lekker, bro. What's your question? For maximum profits.
Not maximum profits, low risk. You mentioned it's not a race to the finish line. So would keeping it at 30% instead of 40% be advisable on the gold EA?
I can't advise you. I'm not a financial advisor. I have to be very careful with what I say. If it was my account.
Yeah, if it
what
was
is your capital?
Account. Say $5,000.
30% may, for me, I think will be too low. I think if you hedge at 30%, you will hedge a lot faster and more often, and you'll need to manage it more often. For me, I don't think I would put it at 30% because I don't want to keep on managing hedges.
Right.
Okay. This hedge that I'm managing, you're not seeing my screen.
We're seeing the calculation screen.
So you are seeing my screen. So you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, this hedge was a manual hedge that I created, I think. Yeah, I created this manual hedge because I wanted to share how to get out of a hedge. And I realized in retrospect that doing it on gold is an impossibility because of the news that is so often that affects gold.
Right.
I have to really wait now until my trade is miles away from the sell. Then I'll be able to hopefully remove this hedge. It'll trade up. When the news comes, I'll close my hedge and then I'll re-hedge. So I'll take the profit and I'll re-hedge. So I'm just waiting, and I've been stuck in this trade. It doesn't matter for me because it's been in it since the 17th of November, this one, since the 22nd of October. I've been trying to manage this, this trade. So I'm hoping, but you don't want to be in that situation. Avoid it. If I set it to 30%, my drawdown, I know that I'm going to hit a hedge more often. I'm going to have to manage it more often. Very simple.
Okay.
Okay. Does that help you?
Yeah. Okay. So from the bot, would you say that the gold EA is the high risk one?
Definitely a high risk robot.
A lower risk strategy.
It's I don't know if it's high. It's high risk if you're high risk. So if you set this, if I set this to 0.79, okay, check. I'm going to hit it's wrong. Sorry. Let's do that again. 0.79. It'll populate here. So yeah, you'll see that at level 10, I'm at 50% or something already. More than 50%. That's at level, level 10. I don't want to do that. I can, but it's like it's hectic on the emotions, because if I get there, I'm going to start panicking. 1,396. It's like you start jittery and it's not lekker, it's not comfortable. Even if I put it at a 1 lot, there's something wrong. The hell's wrong? There, that's better. So on level 9, okay, it's 1,700. It's already huge. It's already huge. There's like 65%. So if it goes down a little bit, it's huge. I'm already on 256 lots on a there's no ways I'll be able to hedge. There's no ways I'll be able to hedge this. Where is it? It's 511 lots. That's not going to happen. I won't have enough equity. So you guys need to just be conservative. I found it, I'll say it again to you guys. How do I know the maximum lot size? What's my maximum lot size? That's, I think, everybody's question. Okay. And that's why I say to you, start at 0.01 and start scaling up. Go through it. Okay. 0.01, from 0.01, go to 0.1. It's a big jump, or 0.05. Okay. Go through some events, pause your robot, get the hang of it, see the draw. You're making sense. So you're not there yet. So it's irritating. I made like $1.50 today. It's like I'd rather watch paint dry. Okay, like I'm spending $147 in the next couple of weeks, and I made $1.50. What the hell am I doing? And this is where you go wrong. I know this is where you go wrong. This is where your emotions, take over, and you make mistakes. You say, well, I'm going to put in a 0.5. Okay, so you put in a 0.5. You don't understand the emotions. Okay, and then you get jittery, and then you close your trades, or you hedge yourself, and then you're panicking, and you've made emotional decisions because you've created this drama for yourself. So that's why I say go slowly. Okay, so after like a 0.1, you need to be going slowly. You need. I'm thinking of another analogy. Okay, you had R1 million. You put R1 million in. Okay, and your drawdown hits 10%. You're now minus 100,000 Rand. On the screen, it says here minus 1 million cents, or $10,000, $8,000. I want you to close your eyes right now and picture minus $8,000. Okay, can you cope now? It's only 10% and you're minus $8,000. Can you cope? No, you cannot, because you don't know how. You haven't gotten to that level yet. You need to train your emotions, and you can only do that through weeks of getting used to drawdown. Weeks. And you'll hit it. You'll hit your level. Okay, at 10%, it'll be $500. And you'll think, $500, that's 7.5 grand. That's 7,500 Rand. I can't afford to lose the 7.5 grand. And you're only on a lot size of, let's say, 0.3. You have reached your limit. That's your threshold. You need to scale it back. You need to dial it down to 0.25 until you have quelled your emotions and you can get through it without your stomach churning. And you are no different from me. You are no different from anybody, any other trader. There are very few people on earth that can separate their emotions from losing money. Very few. That's why traders only last in banks 3 to 5 years. You're done. Can you imagine having and managing a hedge fund of $30 billion and you got a drawdown of 5 billion? Can you imagine how you must feel? The responsibility that you feel to the people that you're investing for. Yeah, you're messing around with a couple of $1,000. it's something that you need to do, that you're going to grapple with, and you're going to have to gradually go up a level, and it's slow and it's steady. You can't expect to get to a $1 million portfolio when you've never even managed $10,000. Your head will explode. Does it make sense?
100%.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that this call will like help you to manage your lot sizes and help you to manage your exposure and manage your emotions. And you seriously need to like understand that you're going to hit a hedge. It's not if, it's when. And it's going to be sooner than you think. It's going to happen. China can send a missile tomorrow. If China sends a missile, gold's going through the roof. It'll go to $10,000. In like this. It'll blow your account.
Hey, Alan.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Hein speaking. I finally got to join the...
shame, it's early for you. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning.
No, sir. It's lunchtime. That's why.
It's lunchtime. Cool.
It's 1 o'clock in the States, so I got to join finally for a little bit.
Okay, cool.
So
welcome.
I just want to thank you. I just want to just confirm something, because look, I am also trading long and short in the crypto markets. Of course, this is a little bit different. You know, Forex, it's new to me. And, you know, of course, I want to try it out through the bot. But I'm listening and I'm seeing everything that's going on. And yes, I agree. You definitely have to learn and watch your videos and go through that. But what I've realized is you got to be on top of it. And there is a lot of things that you do have to be on top of and physically, manually handle. So my question to you is, should I want this to be like a passive income? Now, passive income to me is something that I do it at the start. I put a lot of effort into it, and then later I kind of forget about it. I do something else and it brings me passive income. My question to you is, is there a way that I could get to a point where I know my the EA, both the Forex and the gold EA, in such a way that I could set it up and kind of leave it so it does passive, but also be able to pay my monthly fees? In your opinion, is that possible on like a cent account, like putting in the minimum amount and just kind of eventually just having it be passive income and not having to tend to it as much? Because like I say, I'm trading in the crypto and everything, and I'm in those markets, but there's no way for me to tend to all that information, plus have my normal job, plus everything else. And, you know, still, because Forex, man, Forex is difficult. Forex is, it's a lot. Like, I agree, it is a lot. So what is your opinion on that? Just the passive part. Will there be a time in my life where I can just use this bot passively?
What does passive mean?
Passive is I don't have to tend to it every day.
Is there anything in your life that's passive that you don't have to attend to every day? Can you tell me a project or any system out there that you don't have to attend to it on a daily basis?
I mean, yes, I can. And I mean, it's various, like I say, like a multi-level marketing. It's part of some multi-level marketing stuff, of which I mean, it's not right for me to name it right here because I don't want to advertise or solicitate or something like that. But yeah, and I mean, I put in 3 years of hard work into that at the beginning, and right now it is a passive income. I do not have to tend to it every day. It is like multi-level marketing. Now I know this is a bit different, but this is what passive income is for me. You work hard in the beginning, later you kind of forget about it because you know what's going on. My question to you is, can this EAs give me the same if I tend to it the first 3 years, really get experience it, and then just, you know, have it run in the background?
Okay, so it's this type of passive income is a little bit different to anything else because you're working with a leveraged account. So you're borrowing money that you can place big positions to be able to make a decent return on investment. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's slightly different to anything else. I spend maybe an hour a month on my robot.
Okay.
So, okay, let's go. Let's time it. Okay. I open my robot. I click on my smiley face. I change my lot sizes. I press save. And I close my robot. I press OK, and then I close my VPN. So for me to change my settings here to increase my lot sizes, which I do on a daily basis, takes me approximately 2 minutes.
You
yes, agree?
Sir. And
do you agree with that?
I agree, but here it comes. For you to know exactly what to do in those 2 minutes, there's a lot of other experience that comes with it. There's a lot of other research and stuff that you have seen during the day, like you've watched the news, you know the uptrends and downtrends.
Okay. Now, I'm not interested in uptrends and downtrends. I'm just interested in to know when the news is. That's all I'm interested in. So I spend 5 minutes on a Sunday going through my news. So I'll open my application, I'll go here, and I'll check the week ahead. So this week, I'll go through here and I'll create a post on Telegram group for all you guys. What does that take? 5 minutes? Okay, 5 minutes to do. And I do that once a week. And that's it. And then every day, I'll spend about maybe a minute going through the day to see what event there is. And if there is an event, I'll pause my bot.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So, I mean, and I totally agree. It's absolutely awesome. I do. But you will have to, I mean, you can't just forget about it.
You can't. Not gold.
So I agree with you. This is a little bit of a different.
You can, if you had maybe $30,000 in your robot and you put it on 0.01, you could leave it. You could leave it. And then when it hits a high or it hits a low, you'll have some days you'll make a lot, and the rest of the days you'll make nothing. And you'll just wait for the news events, and you'll make good money on those news events. And then
and you have $30,000 in your account.
And
so
you've got $30,000
even if your lot size is at 0.01, you'll definitely be able to
sustain a drop
to pay your bot. Yes, you'll definitely be able to pay your fees plus make a little bit of money. But if you only start with $1,000, you're gonna have to have some manual interaction.
You're gonna have to manage. You gotta manage it. You gotta manage it.
Thank you. You've answered my question. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
And by the way, I'm a firm believer in network marketing. Love it. Problem with network marketing is that you've got no control over what the CEO and management does, and they can mess it up at any time. Been there, done it, and lost a huge network. Had a network of 32,000 people, and my income was gone in one day. Because
I understand.
But I'm a firm believer in network marketing. Love it.
This is why I'm also looking for different options, different opportunities. But this, This is totally new to me, and
Yeah.
it is a different
You'll
type
get
of
there.
passive income.
You'll get there. It's you just got to just go slowly, and after a couple of months, you'll get the hang of it. You'll get into your routine of checking the calendar once a week, then diarising what you need to do, checking in every day just to make sure, and then you're on your own, and it's sort of like 10, 15 minutes a day or whatever it is, or 5 minutes a day, just to make sure that you're making 2% a day. I think it's worth it.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
No problem.
I'm going back to work now, and take care, everybody.
Thanks, Han from America. Cool. So we've got 2 minutes left. Has anybody else got any other questions?
Yes. Alan and Charles here.
Yeah. How's it put?
Thank you very much for just giving us a breakdown on that, having $1 million and then being 100,000 in drawdown.
Yeah.
That's sort of an eye opener, because I think that's where we need to go. So just my quick 2 questions. First one is, obviously we're all here to learn now in terms of, using $3,000 and $5,000 and, hopefully making 0.3 and 0.5% per day. That's certainly my aim. So, where do we go from here? So if, let's say, for instance, we want to move up from a cent to a micro account, and then my final question is, can we get to a point where we want to say, look, let's go into this full time once we, are in a position financially to put enough money in to go into it full time, and what do we need to put in to sort of be safe to be in it full time?
Right. So this is the end of the call. We're out of minutes. So I'll answer it. You can join again and I'll answer that question. To answer the question about the micro account, you need about $20,000 to $30,000 to open a micro account. And to make a living out of this, you got to understand what your expenses are. You know what you're making per month, and then you can work backwards. If you need 100 grand a month, you need R1 million to make 10% and be conservative, or 80 grand or 70 grand to make your 20%. It depends what lifestyle you want. Okay, so Charles, you can unmute yourself. I think I answered your question. For me, it's about I think it's everybody a different ceiling. You got to know what your ceiling is. What's your ceiling? Some people say, I want to quit my job. I need to make 30 grand. You guys can hear me, eh? I'm not talking to myself. Okay. So I earn 30 grand. I net 30 grand at the end of the day, at the end of the month, and I want to quit my job. I want to fire my boss. I want to fire myself from my whatever. So Natasha works as a chiropractor. She wants to fire herself. So you get to 30 grand and you think, fuck, I'm now making 60 grand a month. Why would I fire myself? Let me just suffer it for another year. Okay. A year later, I'll probably be on 100 grand, which means that I'm going to sacrifice 30 grand by firing myself, and I'll have 60 grand, and then I can be self-sustainable and then grow that 60 grand to get to 100 grand. So, or if you love what you do, then you just carry on doing what you're doing, and you can just have your fingers in other pies. So maybe you love what you do. You're making 20 grand a month. You don't live well, but you love what you do, and you'll never quit. So you'll just go through and build your account and take whatever you can, scrounge around and fund your account as much as you can to increase your equity and compound it the way I'm compounding. So I hope that helps you answer that question.
Yeah, Alan, thank you very much. You know, I look at this and then I think, okay, you know, if you put $1,000 in and you're trying to pay the bot, and you know, it's not that easy. But obviously, you know, the way I look at it,
guys, I proved that it's possible. I proved to you that it's possible.
Yeah, it absolutely works, and I've been in profits since I've joined now. I've been in four months, and
you started on 1,000.
Yeah, and I funded my account a couple of times just to make sure that I can stay in it. Not that but yeah, I see it the way I see it. It's, you know, with $3,000 or $5,000 in it, it's a bit of a hobby at this moment. So, you know, obviously, if you get skilled at your hobby, then you're going to.
You need to change your mindset. Sorry, but you need to change your mindset. Hobbies cost you money. The hobbies make you money or cost you money, generally speaking.
Yeah. Oh, what I want to explain, Alan, you're not listening.
Sorry, Paul.
Is you know, if you start something in life and you know, let's say for instance an artist or something, and you learn the skill and you become a professional artist, it's no longer a hobby. Now you're earning an income out of it.
Right.
This is the way I see this. So I'm learning now. I'm not saying it's a hobby, but I'm learning. So. Obviously, if I want to make it a full-time income and drop a bar in the robot,
right?
I need to know what I'm doing. Otherwise, 100%. I'm going to lose my money quickly.
100%. You know how many people have come here with 250 grand, 800,000 bars, okay, and they don't understand drawdown, and they blow their accounts because they don't understand drawdown. They don't. It's not that they don't understand it; they don't have the emotional capacity to deal with the drawdown. And that's what the problem is. They then mess up their accounts. The emotional part is the psychology. It's very difficult to get your mind around. Very difficult. So I also grapple with it when I see my account, $40,000 drawdown. What do you think? It doesn't affect me. It affects me. I'm human. Sometimes I can't even watch my robots. I can't. Like, okay, it's not news. It'll recover. It'll retrace. My hedge is in place. You know, my wife looks at me. She says, "Why are you pale?" She now knows why I'm pale. She says, "What's going on in the market?" She doesn't even open the door for the cat back. She doesn't even ask me anymore. She says, "What's happening with the market?" She says, "Like, I'm pale." Like, it affects me. I don't know. I think it's it's boy. So yeah, next question. This is probably one of the better Zoom calls we've ever had, guys. I think this is gold. I think what you guys have learned tonight is gold.
Alan, it's Guy here. I joined today.
Welcome, my brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And I found this fascinating because I'm just listening to you and all the guys here, and I'm getting to understand the psychology behind what it takes to make this a success. Obviously, I've got a lot to learn, and I need to get through a lot of your videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know, I quite like. I'm not too sure who it was. It started with $1,000 and stuff like that, and a conservative approach.
Yeah.
And I'm fortunate enough having been in the Forex market before, so I understood a lot of the terminology.
Yeah, you said you've been doing this for 20 years or something.
Yeah, so that was good. So I caught on reasonably quickly.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to mention the thing that obviously I need to learn is how to set up that robot and create a balanced sort of setting, if I can put it to you that way, whereby
nobody can tell you what a balance setting is. It's you've got to work that out for yourself according to your risk appetite and your emotions. Like my settings are according to my risk appetite and my settings. Charles is according to his. Natasha's is according to hers. It's according to your education level and your emotional understanding of drawdown and an understanding of the robot. You've got to understand the robot. You've got to understand what the robot does. Okay, that's why you start on 0.01. You check on 0.01. You start understanding what the robot's doing, why it's doing what it's doing, why it doesn't have a stop loss, why the take profit is where it is, what the calculator is about. Okay. And it's going to take you like a couple of weeks to like, here's the analogy, dude. Yeah, for everybody, here's the analogy. You are at the moment unconsciously incompetent. You don't know what you don't know. This is where everybody starts. You are unconsciously incompetent. You get a car, you're going for your driver's license, or you're going to start to drive. You got your mentor next to you in the left-hand side of the car, and you're sitting there, and she says, right, this is the pedals, you got the accelerator, you've got the brake, you got the clutch, you got first gear, your indicators, there's the steering wheel, let's go. You start the engine and you stall the car. Okay? You don't know what the hell you're doing. You are unconsciously incompetent, you don't know what you don't know. Okay, then you like pull off, okay, and now you're like changing gears. Now you are consciously incompetent. You now know that you don't know. That's a great place to be. Being unconsciously incompetent, that's the worst place you can be, because you just don't know what you don't know. Being consciously incompetent, now you don't know what you don't know. Now you know that you don't know. Now you can start learning and say, oh, okay, change to second, lift the accelerator, put the clutch in, jerk the car, okay, and you're starting to get used to it. Okay, now you can sort of drive, and you're aware of everything, but you're changing gears like normally. Now you're unconsciously, okay, consciously incompetent. Consciously competent. So you know what you're doing, but you're conscious of what you're doing. Okay, so you're consciously doing, okay, I'm changing the gears, accelerate, indicator down, turn the wheel, look in the mirror. So you like talking to yourself, okay, and you're telling yourself what to do, okay. Then a couple of weeks later, or couple of months later, you then arrive at the destination, okay, and you think to yourself, how did I get here? That is unconsciously competent. You just arrive at the destination, and that's where I am. And you guys are still going to get there. Some of you are already there. Okay, the guys that aren't on this call, a lot of them, okay, they know what this call is about. So they are unconsciously competent. They just arrive at the destination. I hope that makes sense to you.
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So you'll get there. It's a slow process. It's day one. You're just going to go through the videos, understand the robot, and then you're going to get there. Check out this drop, Oaks. So lekker to know, okay, that there's volatility, stay out of the market. That is like a game changer, an absolute game changer. So has nobody got any more questions? Well, that's great. Okay, well then that's the end of this call.
Alan.
Yes.
Gerrit, how's it, man?
Okay, you buddy.
Excellent. Listen, I just wanted to say, I don't have a question, but I just wanted to say thanks, man. You've opened up a world for me. So just wanted to say enjoying it and enjoying to, the journey.
Lekker. I really appreciate the compliment. Thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying it, you guys. Just stay the course, guys. Rule number 1, protect capital. Rule number 2, refer to rule number 1. Okay? And we will get you there. Okay, Groovy Oaks, I want to go and watch my movie on Netflix. What are we watching? Gloria. What are we watching? Oh, Black Money Love. Great movie on Netflix. Go check it out. And yeah, don't start your robots on Monday. Let's wait and see what happens tomorrow with NFP. So we haven't even spoken about NFP. You guys want to chat about NFP? Got any questions about NFP? Got any insights about NFP? Got any predictions?
NFP is a nightmare for the markets.
Total.
If there's one indicator that moves the market, it's NFP way.
Yeah. So let's do that. So everything looks groovy for America tomorrow. NFP. So there we go. So we've got employment change. Don't know what it is. Unemployment rate for Canada. The unemployment rate is down, which is good for the US dollar. Okay, that's Canada. Non-farm payrolls. This is the, what is this? General government employees, private household, blah, 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 blah. which measures the change in the total number of payments in any company. So it's the amount of payments. So let's have a look here. Unemployment, NFP. So the amount of payments have gone up from this. So the consensus, where the hell am I? The consensus is 550. Previous is 531, which means it's gone up, which is good for the US dollar. But this is just speculation, okay? It's what people feel. There's no data given, okay, yet. It's opinion. All right, so it could be worse, but I don't think it will be, because the American government, the Fed, is just pumping cash into the country. They're paying people not to work. It's like if you you need to really follow this and understand what's going on. Market PMI. So PMI is 57, which isn't great for America. But I mean, most of it is positive for the US. So I'm expecting gold to go down. That's what I'm expecting. I don't know if it is going to go much more down. This drop over here, this is pre-NFP. This is the banks pushing it down. Okay. And then you'll probably get a dead cat bounce tomorrow. It may go down a bit and then it'll start recovering. So it'll go down and then it'll immediately start recovering. So this is the pre-NFP, the banks. They call it, the price is already factored into the, it's already factored into the price. That's discounted into the price. That's what it's, the industry, that's what the industry calls it. So I'm gonna refer back to, is it GUI? I still can't get your name right, buddy.
It's Lee with a G. Guy.
Oh, Guy. Okay, cool. Guy. Okay, so is it correct what I've said? You've been in Forex for 20 years.
Yeah, very much so. It's always like that.
Okay,
And
so, but is it called that? It's called it's factored into the price.
Discounted. It's factored in. Yeah.
Correct. So it's discounted.
So
the price is discounted.
The near-term target is 1752.
Is that the target?
That's where that's the target.
So that would be a disaster if you were trading the robot. So you would have blown your account, or it would have hedged, or whatever. Okay, cool. So that's my opinion of what's going to happen with NFP. I don't like trading fundamentals. I hate it. I'm a technical trader, as you know. I like to read a Forex chart. I think my way works. Everybody's got their own way. There are millions of ways of reading a chart. And I don't know many people that get it right as many times as I do. I mean, everybody's drawing lines and graphics and this and that. It looks like a cartoon. Me, I just work on my indicators that the banks use and candlesticks, which has got so much data in it. Go and learn how to read a Forex chart using my course. It's free and it's informative and it works. And it's a system that's worked for the past 450 years. So the Japanese know what they're doing. They got it right. The most successful traders in the world, rice traders, using candlestick analysis. So go and check it out. But all this stuff, this, to me, this is gambling. This isn't trading. This right here, following the news, it's gambling. I don't know anybody that's got it right. Like continuously, consistently made profit with it. It's gambling. That's why I don't trade during news, because I feel it's gambling. Anybody got a different opinion to me? I'd love to hear it.
No, I'm still new. I follow you.
Too late to argue.
Yeah, too late to argue. Okay, cool. All right, Alex, I'll edit the video. I think this was one of the most valuable Zoom calls. I hope you got value out of it. I hope you learned a lot and you change your trading strategy to be more conservative, dial it down a bit, rather lose like $147 for the next 3 months or 4 months, rather than blowing your account or losing 50% or 30% of your capital, which will then take you 8 months to get back to where you were of your initial capital. So just dial it down, learn, go through the videos, carry on going through the videos. This is a continuous learning process. This is not just go through my website once, set up your robot and happy days, let's make money. It doesn't work like that. That's not what this is. Okay, I wish it was. You're making passive income, yes, but you still need to learn this. It's like if your dad gave you a bar, okay, and said, go buy property, and you bought property, I promise you, you'd go insolvent. Like within a year or two, you'd fuck it up. You'd lose everything because you don't know. You haven't learned anything. You need to learn this. This is a skill. Like anything, this is a skill. Okay. And is it worth getting good at? To make 20 to 30% profit per month, is it worth getting good at? I made 382% last year. My total investment, okay, grows by about 16% per month. My total investment, everything together. It's unheard of. I want to give that to you. I want to help you get there. So please share your old. So here's my gift. Here's my gift to you guys. I will pay you $97 for a testimonial. So let me know who wants a testimonial. I will refund you your bot subscription fee, your first month's bot subscription fee. So if you want to do a testimonial, interview and video with me that I can put on my website, let me know. You can PM me and we'll do the video, and then I will refund you your $97. Cool? Not cool.
Yes.
Okay,
good.
Cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So let me know who wants to do an interview, and then we'll hook it up. We'll do a session, and then I can put that on my website because I need new evidence. I know you guys. I know a lot of people don't want to share, but we need to show people that this is real. It's working, and I'm legit, and I offer a good service, and I'm here to help you. And I just want to see you succeed. That's all I want. Okay, so Alex, have a good evening, and let's check what happens tomorrow with NFP. Cool. We'll see you on the Telegram groups. Okay, cool, guys.
Enjoy your speaking.
Thanks. Please post on the group if you found this on the chit chat group if you found this session to be worthwhile. Okay.
Okay, great.
Take it easy, guys. Cheers. Bye.
Thanks, Alan.
Bye.